Hi, my name is Kristy Duong, and I will be summarizing evolutionary simplification and functional shifts of the ant stinger. Really quick, we're going to watch this video of an ant sting. Really scary stuff.
This is what it looks like when you get bitten by an ant. This fire ant is sinking its mandibles into my finger. But with small ants like these, you don't really feel this part. It doesn't hurt. This is what hurts. That's the stinger injecting venom. The ant is also biting me at the same time, but as you can see, the bite is really just for getting a good grip so it can sting.
The researchers of this paper wanted to understand how and why complex systems like the ant stinger became simplified or lost over evolutionary time. While many studies focus on the innovation of new traits, like the evolution of venom systems, the reduction or simplification of traits is often less explored. Ants are the ideal system because different lineages show striking variation in their stingers. Some ants retain powerful, piercing stingers for predation and defense, while others have reduced or non-piercing stingers repurposed for spraying venom or communication. The researchers aim to uncover how these morphological changes relate to ants' ecology, behavior, and evolution. The author's hypotheses were that ants with reduced or lost stingers would, one, exhibit more cooperative behavior like group foraging and defense, two, have plant-based or scavenging diets instead of predation-focused diets, and three, show higher evolutionary rates and morphological disparity, indicating that simplification can be an adaptive evolutionary strategy. So I included these photos of A Bug's Life because although ants are omnivorous, in the 1998 Pixar film, Flick and his ant friends are vegetarian, collectively forage for food, and work together to defend their colony against the evil locusts. So in A Bug's Life, the ants are kind of exactly how researchers hypothesized the reduced or lost stinger ants would be. So the study analyzed stinger morphology in 98 ant genera, covering 30% of all known genera, and used phylogenetic comparative methods to relate morphology to ecology. Their key findings were that ancestral ants had piercing stingers associated with solitary predatory lifestyles. Figure two, the one on the left, shows this transition from piercing to non-piercing alongside the shifts in diet and foraging. And multiple independent losses of piercing ability occurred, mostly in lineages that evolved herbivory and omnivory and cooperative foraging. Figure 3 reveals that predatory ants cluster at the extremes of the morphological variability, while herbivorous ants have simplified, uniform stingers, indicating strong ecological structuring. This is a little bit different than their hypothesis, but it kind of makes sense that the ones with stingers would develop more specificity to probably like their prey. Ultimately, the study found evolutionary simplification is not merely loss, it can be just an adaptive shift. Simplified, non-piercing stingers enabled ants to repurpose the structure for new functions like venom spraying, chemical communication, and cooperative defense. This transformation represents an evolutionary trade-off, where losing the specialized stinging ability also allowed some of the ants to become ecologically versatile and more socially dominant. Hi, guys.